Let me first align you before we go anywhere. So this is the Shastri Chowk. The road onto the left comes from Banaras, just crosses the river Ganga. That's one of the bastions of the Ramnagar Fort. So this is one of the walls on the right side, or rather you can say on the east side. These are the east walls of Ramnagar Fort, sorry. And along this road, there is the Ramnagar Ghat. There are multiple names of this place. There is also something called as Sunset Point. But this is the closest ghat, which is opposite to Banaras by the bridge. One of the closest ghat. So that's the interesting part which we are going to see. Okay, there is this is again part of the, looks like a part of the western wall, and that's a parking space. So the standard rates are 50 rupees over here. Okay, let me just digress from my path. This is one of the sides of one of the fort walls, and this is one of the entrances. Looks quite old. I'll put a brief history of this fort in the description, but a fort visit is going to be separate. So these are the old fort walls. The bricks used in the construction of the fort don't look that old. Most of the places the plaster is coming off. These are not old bricks. The old bricks are much flatter and thinner. So there you can see one of the windows has got those bricks. And this is again one of the bastions. The fort looks like a residential complex of olden days, but it is in total disuse. Okay, so let's head back to our main destination. Another interesting part of this place is the number of lassi shops you will find here. So these people take pride in the lassi which they sell, and they say it is better than Banaras. I have tasted one, and yes, they are claiming it right. So that's the parking space. I will find out how much does he charge for per hour parking. So that's all. It's a short walk, around 5 minutes or so. Not even that, lesser than that. Okay, these guys are selling fish. We'll check this out afterwards. So this is the approach road to the ghat. There is a small space over here. As I keep telling people, Banaras is always two-wheeler friendly. If you have a four-wheeler, you will have a lot of difficulty. Either there will be no parking at all, or wherever there is a parking, there will be very steep charges. Signboard in Hindi, speciality of this place. So that's Ramnagar Fort. Sorry, I keep pronouncing it Ramgarh again and again. And that's the small ghat. Now, this place has been flooded recently. So there is a lot of this mud which is very sticky. And the flood waters have receded quite a bit, but not that much. So we'll take this path to avoid this mud. There are two roads. One is going straight. We'll go that part also, and we'll cover here also. So now we are reaching the rear walls of this fort. It's in a bad shape. These are the local boat people. They venture out in the river to catch fish. And they also ferry passengers. So that's a boat getting ready over there. That's a huge banyan tree. Okay, I can see a pathway going to the right. So I need not go back walking all the way up. So that's the ghat, and that's one of the fort walls. So all this place which is muddied, that was flooded by the water, and now it has receded quite a lot. So one thing about this place is that it's not that clean, so you might want to skip it for that reason if it is important. I had come here so that I can take a few photographs of the bridge and the fort walls. So there's a structure over here which indicates that the ghat, the water is supposed to recede even further. I hope this mud is not sloshy. Yeah, that's good. Very soon the local authorities are going to clean up this silt or this mud which has accumulated over here. So that's an interesting option because we have got a lot of boats over here. There is a bigger kind of boat over here, and in the far distance in the front is the Ravidas Ghat. So that means we have an option of beginning our boat ride from here and go right in the front where the Assi Ghat is there and where the Ganga Aarti happens. So I think all these boats, they must be carrying passengers from this place across the river to the ghats in the front. Now there's a this is one of the bridges. It's a local bridge. I mean, it's there for the local traffic. There's another bridge on the other side, and that's the fort in the distance. So let me go a little further. Yes, so this is the end point of the ghat. And this is one of the special double-decker boats which are very popular with the tourists because it provides a better view of the ghats, and that's the fort walls, and that's the highway in the distance. So we end our video here only because I want to come back here and come to complete my photography when the water has receded quite a bit, and then I can click the fort walls from outside.